Welcome to the BreachLock integrated platform. Unify your security testing with one seamless platform that consolidates all your product solutions and test findings. Leverage a common data model, validate attack paths, and map your entire attack surface all in one place. BreachLock breaks down silos and connects solutions to deliver a unified view of your security landscape for comprehensive asset visibility. By leveraging the power of integration, BreachLock consolidates penetration testing as a service or PTaaS, attack surface management, continuous pen testing and automated scanning, as well as red teaming capabilities in one data model for endless clarity and reporting. Upon logging into the platform, the user will automatically land on the dashboard overview. Along the left panel is a set of platform features. Under ASM, PTaaS, and reporting is asset inventory. Let's click on it. This demo will provide an overview of asset inventory. Asset inventory represents a comprehensive catalog of all assets discovered within an organization's digital environment, whether systems, devices, applications, APIs, and other assets. Asset discovery serves as a foundational element for identifying and managing potential security risks by ensuring complete visibility into the attack surface. By clicking on Asset Inventory, the user will see a rolled-up cumulative view of all assets discovered during security testing, whether through PTaaS, automated pen testing and continuous scanning, or red teaming. This will include all asset types and whether they were auto-discovered or manually added by the user. For demo purposes, we only have 5 assets in asset inventory, but users may have multiple assets and multiple types of assets under asset inventory that are both auto-discovered and manually added. Starting from the top, the user will have the option to search for assets by name or to filter by assets. Under all labels, the user can select those assets that were auto-discovered or manually added. Adjacent to this is a filter where the user can filter by status for those assets that are active or inactive. Active refers to a registered domain that is part of the original scope or has been manually added by the user to asset discovery for scanning. If the user wishes to exclude or provision an asset, it can be marked as inactive. The reason for this is so that users can determine and focus on what is most important as part of the attack surface discovery process, meaning those assets classified as active. So if we go along and we click under Actions, we will see the Deactivate functionality. By deactivating assets, the asset marked from active to inactive, again, or deactivated, will be removed from scanning. We will review how to do this shortly. Adjacent to this tab is the ability to filter by asset type. Simply click on this tab and the user can filter by domain, subdomain, IP, URL or endpoint, mobile, cloud, IoT device, or others such as API. Under Asset Inventory, users can also add an asset or group assets that are similar by asset group. Let's review these features. Asset Inventory is a common inventory between PTaaS and ASM. Anything discovered during ASM or Asset Domain Discovery is automatically added to this inventory, and if the client wants to add an asset manually, they can use this as a common repository of assets. To add an asset, click on the upper right orange button titled Add Asset. A pop-up will appear so that the user can select the asset or domain they'd like to scan in the drop-down menu, and then they can select asset type. Under asset type, users can add another domain, URL, IP, IoT, mobile, cloud, or other, and simply click on the Add button. Users can also import bulk assets by uploading a file or downloading the sample template and providing the asset information for a bulk import. Users can add any asset they would like, such as an API, as discovery is not limited only to what BreachLock uncovers. So if users would like to add an API or multiple APIs for scanning, they can do so. Users can add as many additional assets that they would like as part of the attack surface discovery and scanning process. Please note that users should also review their subscription model for credit consumption as additional assets are added to ensure that the users have the credits needed and/or if they need to purchase more. For demo purposes, we will not actually add an asset and simply hit cancel. The next feature is create an asset group. Go to the right corner and simply click on the asset group box next to added asset. Again, a list of assets will appear whereby the user can group similar assets together into a group. Click on the orange button in the upper right corner and a pop-up will appear whereby the user can create the asset group. The user would determine the group name and then select the domain, asset type, in this case subdomain or IP address, and then provide a description. Now, unfortunately, we have no subdomains or IPs available here in which to create an asset group, but for demo purposes wanted to show this. So we will cancel, and then we will go back to the main asset inventory dashboard. Now let's demonstrate on how to move assets from active to inactive or deactivating them. To the far right of each asset under the action column is an ellipses. Here you will see Edit and Deactivate. By selecting Deactivate, the asset marked will be moved from active to inactive or deactivated and removed from further scanning. The user can also deactivate an asset by clicking on the box next to the asset and hitting the Deactivate box. The other option is to edit an asset, so let's click on Edit. A pop-up will appear whereby the user can edit the asset name, alias name or give it an alias name, and asset type. We will not edit this asset for demo purposes and simply hit cancel. Asset inventory provides a clear understanding of what assets need to be protected, enabling security teams to identify vulnerabilities in known and unknown assets, prioritize testing and mitigation efforts based on risk, monitored for unauthorized changes or shadow IT, and meet compliance requirements by documenting and managing assets effectively. By maintaining an up-to-date, accurate asset inventory, organizations can better defend against potential threats and streamline their security testing efforts. This concludes the asset inventory feature on the BreachLock integrated platform. Watch our other demos for individual security testing capabilities and features integrated into one cohesive platform. Thank you.